Formula One scream. They are the best in the game.
So hello and welcome to another video here on the Supercar Diaries channel. We are still in Dubai and today we're somewhere very, very special at Customade Reality. And I'm going to speak to the founder and the owner.
I'm honoured,
mate.
This is Jules. Honoured.
Jules,
good to see you,
really
brother.
nice to see
I
you,
watched
mate.
a lot of your YouTube videos, brother.
Pop in next to me. Yeah, it's a good thing. I love it when people say that. Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
So this is meant to be my semi-retirement, brother. I spent 15 years in the security industry, a lot of high-threat work. So now this is, the relaxing.
What kind of high-threat work? Just to give us an idea. Are you allowed to say?
Middle East and Africa was my stomping ground. So anything from dealing with kidnap and response to evacuations, dealing with extortions, investigations, and also the physical security piece. So bodyguard work, securing facilities, travelers.
Wow.
Yeah,
How did the metamorphosis come from that kind of job into the detail and quality of clothes?
Well, it ties into why I appreciate Novitec so much. For me, anyone can go and buy something, but to customize something or to custom make something, I think that's the joy, that's the pleasure. And nowadays I think it's the flex. I mean, in Dubai, for example, a lot of people have supercars, but people have modified their supercars with discretion and with taste, such as with Novitec products. I'm genuinely a huge fan of what you guys do. That to me is the magic. That's the real enjoyment. And this shop speaks to that effect. All our vehicles here are modified. Obviously, all the clothing that we do is custom made for the customer. And we try and be best of the best, like Novitec as well.
Now, let's talk about the cars, because you make these nice, beautiful suits, but you also a man passionate about horsepower.
Indeed. And actually, I mean, genuinely, I'm not being paid here. I am a huge fan of what you guys do, and I've often said, because I'm a watch collector, among other things, that Novitec are truly the Patek Philippe of the especially the exhaust world, the modification world. At least 50% of my driver enjoyment comes from exhaust noise. Now the 812, as we know, is already a nice car to drive, but 812 plus Novitec, that old school Ferrari scream. I mean, I've got a really nice sound system. I'd love to show you guys in my 812. I don't use it because I'm too busy listening to the exhaust. I get so much enjoyment, even after 3 years of ownership, thanks to the Novitec exhaust on the 812. All of my friends, it's like I'm always pushing them, get the Novitec, make it happen, get the 812, get the Novitec. And now today we have 3 812s with Novitecs.
Yes, and 2 of those 812 Supercars with the Novitec exhaust system we're going to take out for a drive into the desert somewhere, right?
Indeed.
I just want to touch on the 812 Supercars or the GTS with the exhaust system from Novitec. I don't think I've seen a single one here without the Novitec exhaust system.
It's pretty standard. And Dubai appreciates Novitec. That's why when I heard you guys were coming to town, I asked like 1 or 2 people, and they're like, yes, and can I bring this guy, and can I bring this guy? Okay. I didn't need to put it on Instagram, I didn't need to make any noise. Just hinting that the Novitec team guys were coming, boof, everyone wants a piece.
Well, I think let's pop outside, have a look at the 2 cars, and then we'll be making us on our way into the desert.
Wonderful.
Wow, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, indeed.
Green?
might be, brother. So absolutely my dream car in the flesh. I'm very grateful for it. And again, the main feature of this car, I mean, we can talk about all the different pieces if you want, but that exhaust and that exhaust note, that's why I love this car. And that's you guys. It's just such a pleasure to drive. It's an emotional thing. It hits you in the heart muscle, The fact that the 812 with Novitec is, I call it operatic. Like even when we're at the lights, it's got this rumble, this rum. At that top range, when it's screaming, that old school Formula One screams, it's so much fun.
And the hard downshift as well. When it parks, it's like a whip.
Bam.
But tell me, walk me through it. What is on the inside of this car?
Okay.
You've got a couple of interesting
So this
things.
might be the most Nuva-rich Ferrari in the world. Sorry, Ferrari and Co. I respect your brand. I love what you do. I'm a huge Ferrari man, but for me, customization is the magic. I mean, I run a business called Customade Reality. I have to custom, so that's my little message to Ferrari. So yeah, inside the interior is fully done. It used to be red. We've got crocodile leather, matching the key, funnily enough. On the roof as well, there's a custom sound system and some art on the back which matches the skulls that I have.
Let me just show you guys what the interior looks like. That is like a golden crocodile leather.
And so yeah, there's a custom gun safe as well. I've got a bung knee from Army days. And
a custom gun safe in your 812 Superfast. Oh my goodness. Wow. One
of the artists that I commission a lot of work from, Jonas Larish. These are the skulls that you'll see in the shop. So I have this throughout the car as well.
Goodness.
Not that I use the sound system, because I'm listening to your exhaust.
He's definitely into his sound system.
But yeah, with my 296, I'd really love to do the full treatment with you guys. Like send it to Germany, you guys take as long as you want, and then just deck it out. That'd be great. That
would be great. And you know what else would be lovely? Is if we could do like a little pickup video when you come.
Oh, that'd be
when you come and pick the car up.
Yeah,
and then we'll go for a little drive. I want to see how you react to that exhaust
system. It'll be an emotional moment, brother. All right, fantastic.
Is there anything that you want to tell the guys out there, like maybe like Instagram channel or something that they want to...
I don't like social media. I don't like social media people. Follow Novitec, buy Novitec products. They are the best in the game. But thank you, mate.
Jules, thank you so much. Appreciate it, brother.
A lot of fun, man.
And then we'll see each other later when we bring back the cars.
Fantastic. And I'll keep watching your videos every other day. Appreciate you, mate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Cheers.
We are smack bang in the middle of nowhere. And the great thing is, you might think that you lost and you need a camel. In an instant, we're back in the world of tarmac and supercars. A mental brain bash, actually, if you consider where we're at. Oh, and look at what we got here. My goodness, where did this come from? Here we have today two 812 Ferraris and of course the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Like woo! 3 V12s, the 812 on my left and on my right have both been fitted with Novitec exhaust systems and a beautiful, beautiful SVJ Roadster. I'd love to hear your opinion, your comments. Would you go for an SVJ? Would you go for the Superfast? Or would you go for the SVJ Roadster? Now, another interesting thing is that this car has no exhaust system whatsoever. It's standard. The first thing that the owner said to me, he's like, please help me out with an exhaust. This car sounds terrible. It looks very aggressive. It is very aggressive. The SVJ, as we know, so much aero going on there. It's just an absolute brute, an absolute monster with that robotic gearbox. It's not a double clutch, so it's clunky, it's hardcore, it's robust, it's raw, and the sound should be exactly the same. I'm so distracted by that Hurricane going back and forth, just having a blast. That is a proper sounding Hurricane. I would be surprised if that is not a Novitec exhaust system. And here we've got our 812s. I'm going to turn the question around because the sound matches what this car is. The brute force of the 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, shunting all that power through a 7-speed gearbox only to the rear tires. But just look at the tire walls, the space in there, the fact that they're sitting sort of on the inside and not on the outside, flush with the body panels. I'm not against these rims or anything as such, but I do believe that it could deal with a bit of lowering, it could deal with Novitec springs, in other words, and the NF10, NF11s just suit this car extremely well, extremely well. Now, we're not going to stand here much longer in the desert and talk to you about standard cars. Why don't we just go for a drive and see what they like? Hear what these two 812 Supercars with the Novitec exhaust sound like, and also what the SVJ sounds like without it. these guys are serious about the 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, of course, just singing like crazy out here in the desert. This is crazy. Now down onto the straight. Picks up like a freaking house on fire. Oh, what a car this is, eh? It's going to be very interesting getting out of this F12 and then into the SVJ. One more time for the camera. Oh, that is just very, very quiet. You need an exhaust for this thing, man. What is that? It's like a vacuum cleaner. I mean, it's a V12, it should be like. Oh, she's got pops and girdles. Oh, it just feels so rough and robust. Oh, rough and robust this is, champ. Oh my goodness, that camera is shaking like crazy. Wild car this is. Of course, we've got a single clutch gearbox, and you can feel it. It's so direct, it's a lot more hard work this. And in a jiffy, you're at a ridiculous speed. Oh, I mean, it's his own cup of tea, but listen to me panting like a horse without air. It's honestly just such hard work to drive this. I mean, if you're on a track, it's probably something different. But when you're out here and you got the twisty bits, and you got to look after this and that to make sure that all things work out perfectly, it really ends up being a freaking handful. But it's good. And then one more just popping down here. Wow, this is really something. I mean, it's a bit of a split feeling this, because when I love it, I hate it, and when I hate it, I love it. Oh, what a crazy car this is. Honestly, it is quite something to drive. I'm freaking breaking a bloody sweat in this. but mother of all cars, this thing's scary. It honestly needs that Novitec exhaust system. You guys let me know down in the comments, because I know soft limit and all that, but yeah, to Novitec or not to Novitec? Well, I think it's safe to say the owner is going to get a Novitec exhaust system. Let's get out of here because it's freaking boiling hot. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on our channel. If you haven't yet, and if you'd like to, you can feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting that subscription button and the little bell. That way you're not going to forget every time we upload a new video. We'll let you know. Also, if you want to follow us on Instagram or on TikTok, me personally at Beyond the Cock or Novitec at the Novitec Group. Until next time, stay safe and put on some sunblock.